With E3 just around the corner, this is the time when us gamers start speculating and wishing on which games are going to be shown. Well, we're nearly halfway through 2017 and it's been almost 6 years since Cyberpunk 2077, a story-driven role-playing game being created by CD Projekt Red, was announced. And since then, the game has become one of the most anticipated games of the decade, especially after the huge success of The Witcher 3. My name is Rinnegan, and today I'm bringing you a video about why I'm excited about Cyberpunk 2077 and also why I think it might as well be the Blade Runner game we've always wanted and deserved. Now yes, as most of you might know, a third-person point-and-click Blade Runner game already exists, and it is actually a very good game. It basically tells a parallel storyline to the movie and it pretty much captures the movie's essence and feeling, but an open-world adventure feels like the perfect way to showcase a cyberpunk world inspired by Ridley Scott's Los Angeles. First of all, let's face it, ever since Blade Runner was originally released in 1982, it has influenced both movie and video game industry. Not only in the cyberpunk genre, but also outside of it. A great example of that is Christopher Nolan stating that he himself used Blade Runner as an inspiration to create some of Gotham's environments in Batman Begins. Now, when it comes to video games, a lot of examples that have taken Blade Runner as an inspiration come to mind as well. You have Remember Me, a game set in 2084 in a futuristic version of Paris called Neo Paris. Deus Ex Human Revolution, a game set in 2027 in a cyberpunk dystopian world with secret organizations and a lot of conspiracies. Or even Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon, a standalone expansion for Far Cry 3 set in a post-nuclear war world in 2007. Now, CD Projekt Red has already stated that the world of Cyberpunk 2077 will not be as dark as Blade Runner's. But in fact, this probably means the opposite. Just look at what Capcom did with Dead Rising. The similarities between the game and George Romero's Dawn of the Dead movie were so obvious that Capcom had to write on the cover of the game that it was not developed or approved by George Romero. So far, we know that Cyberpunk 2077 will be an open-world game taking place in a metropolis called Night City. We take on the role of a streetwise young man who was raised in the gutter and wants to improve his life. The game is inspired on Cyberpunk 2020 role-playing gamebook, a gamebook written by Mike Pondsmith, who is also working directly with CD Projekt Red in the development of Cyberpunk 2077. And this is where it gets interesting. Mike Pondsmith has already confirmed many times that Cyberpunk 2020 was inspired in Blade Runner in the first place, and since he's pretty much working side by side with CD Projekt Red in the development of Cyberpunk 2077, well, you just have to do the math. You put Blade Runner Cyberpunk world together with the brilliance of The Witcher 3 and you might have one of the best games of all time. So these are my thoughts on why I think Cyberpunk 2077 will be the Blade Runner game we always wanted, and also why I'm really looking forward to it. But what do you guys think? Are you as excited for the game as I am? Do you agree with me or not? Leave it in the comment section below. And if you like this video, hit that like button. And also, if you want to see more of Magical Noob, subscribe to our channel. I've been Rinnegan, and I'll see you next time.